Peace, 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 peace. Y'all already know. I see y'all coming up in here. Peace to the family. If you're in the building, make sure you sound off in that chat. Sound off in that chat, family. We're going to talk about it today. Has hip-hop been resuscitated? Sound off in the chat, family. We're going to get into this thing very shortly. Letting those notifications go out. Salute to the family. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, 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 peace. If you're in the building, let me know in the chat. Let me know if you're in here. Has hip-hop been resuscitated by this latest battle? Is it even a battle? Or is this just some industry nonsense going on, family? I want to know where you're coming from. My 90s, particularly my 80s babies and older. I want you tapping in here talking to me. Let me know what it is, family. Is this giving you what you need? Hip-hop has been dry. Is this serving it up the way you need it, man? We're going to keep it cracking here, family. We are getting cranked up very shortly. Peace, 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 peace. Peace to the family. Peace, 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 peace. If you're in here, let me know if you're in the building. Sound off in the community chat. Peace. See, we got the official baker in the building. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, peace. We're going to crank it up. I want to know, family, very shortly. Let me know, is this latest rap rattle doing it for you? Is it doing what it need to do? Peace, peace, peace. We get it cranked up very shortly, family. We're going to start this thing up in 3 minutes, family. Make sure you share this thing out. Make sure you like, share, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that, family. Peace. And family, peace, peace, peace. We all going to be getting this thing cranked up very shortly. Don't hesitate to support the program. $FTS49, $FTS49, $FTS49. Put something on the community kitchen to keep those ovens and those burners blazing. It's an official cook-up going down today, family. I got to hear from my 80s babies. Is this the battle rap that you grew up on, family? Is this the sauteing that you are accustomed to? We crank up very shortly. I see the rest of the family coming in here from the various platforms. We're going to get cranked up in a little less than 2 minutes, family. We will be getting this thing cranked up. Make sure you share it out. Make sure you like it. I see my Twitter family coming in. I see my YouTube family sliding in. Facebook, I see you coming in little by little. Facebook, make sure you share this thing out. Salute to the family. We're going to get this thing cranked up, family. You know what type of time it is. See, if they not giving us the battle, that battle vibe that we used to, my 80s babies and older, and even my 90s babies, those very early 90s babies, it's a certain vibe that I come from, and some of y'all come from that vibe. And I don't know, family, I can't say This latest saute is giving Chef C what he needs. But we gonna get into it, fam. You know, Kendrick gave you 4 courses. Drake gave you 4 courses. I don't know if it's quite hitting the way it needs to hit for me. Is this real battle rap? Let me know what it is. If you're new here, family, sound off in the chat. Let me know what type of time it is. We crank up in a little less than 1 minute, 15 seconds, family. Sound off in the chat. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Now, if you're in here on a Sunday, family, we're going to make this a quick broadcast. I'm going to do my best, but listen, I'm dropping the link in here right now. I want to hear from some of y'all, man. Huh? Any of y'all done peep the euphoria? Any of y'all done peep the, meet the grams? The family matters? Anybody that done peeped any of this stuff, is it coming off like the official battle raps that we grew up on? Now, I don't want to sound like the old nigga, but we gonna get cranked up shortly, family. We gonna get cranked up. Because it ain't giving me Beanie Siegel versus Jada Kiss. Huh? Salute. Salute to the family that's in here. All right, let's get into this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this thing. For sure. Listen.
Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
But he was the chef up north. But he was the chef up north.
Listen, family. Peace, peace, peace. If you're here for the first time, my name is Chef C, and this is On Their Next Podcast, brought to you by Bloodline Films from the Soil. Black American docu-series where we travel all around the country, waking up to culture, cuisine, and of course the Black American grassroots advocates in pursuit of reparative justice. Today's meal is cooked up out of the community kitchen. A real cook-up, right? Done our way over here. But I'm dropping the link early for the family. I'm going to drop this link in the chat early for the family. Now, you ain't got to come up with your face. But I want to hear from my 80s and older, and maybe a sprinkle of some of my 90s babies. Y'all tap in, man. Is this Kendrick Lamar and motherfucking Drake battle doing it for you? Is it really coming off? Do you believe them? I'm asking the question, right? Because I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe these cats. I don't believe them. So we're gonna take a brief commercial break, family, and we'll be right back after this commercial. This is On Their Next Podcast, and I'm your host, Chef C from New Jersey. Keep it locked, family.
One love, y'all. God bless y'all. Black Americans all over the country, baby.
They say don't wait. When that shit get crazy, leave, give up that day. But if I had to cease my love, 1,000 seas I drown to stay. Cause when it gets hard, it's never even close to what I've suffered. Till you came into my life and brought some peace, removed the clutter, reconstructed trust, my heart you clutched, focused, and you aim, pulled the trigger on a life with you that nobody could graze. I could see with you in darkness, making moves and power plays, in the shadows or the sunlight, ultraviolet, super rays.
See, I can look at other people's creations but I can also see the reflection of my people when I see these people.
Yes, indeed, family. Yes, indeed. We are back. I got my Sunday afternoon tea brewed up real nice. Hold on. Let me take a sip for the family. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, family, let me tell you something, man. First and foremost, before I get into my shit, let me go through the chat and see what family is in here. Salute to my sister Vina. Peace to Sister Vina in the building. Salute, salute. Let me see who else is up in here with us right now. Let me see. I got the official Baker squad in the building. Salute, bro. Yeah, I mean. Let me see who else is in here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, now you know. I got my sister Star in the building. Gunshot for Sister Star. Peace, Sister Star. And thank you again, sis. I got that cash app the other day. Thank you so much for always being a supporter of our program here. I appreciate you. Let me see who else is in the building. Let me see who else is in here. Let me see who else is in here. And hold on, let me go through the chat, family. Bear with your boy. Oh, my boy. Oh, I got my boy for my boy Freezy in the building. Salute to brother Freezy. My brother Freezy from No Captivity, y'all. So go ahead and salute that brother over there. Go ahead and check out his platform. Anytime Freezy come through and bless us, man, I always got to put some respect on Freezy. So salute to my bro Freezy. Go ahead and check him out. Phenomenal content over there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the cook up. You know, I took the liberty, right, to sit here, ladies and gentlemen, and go through every track. Salute to my man Snugs. My guy Snugs. He sent me the playlist, y'all. They had the whole joint from the very beginning all the way up until this last drop, right? This last drop. So it was crazy to go ahead and peep all of this stuff. Salute to my sister, Quiet Scared. Salute, sis. Salute. Always appreciate my sis, Quiet Scales, coming through, blessing us. But y'all, again, you know, listen, I come from an era, and it's gonna give you a little nigga vibes right now. I ain't even gonna hold nobody. I need my real ones, my real hip hop cats. Tap in. I'm dropping a link one more time. Let me be clear about this. I'm dropping a link one more time. Is this a resuscitation of hip hop? Does this do a good job of resuscitating what appears to be nearly a dried up genre of music, family? I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Hip hop ain't really been doing no hippity hop for me. Yeah, you know what I mean? It ain't really been getting buzzing like that. It been very, very dry. You know what I mean? Salute to my nigga Twiz in the building. Twizzle, what it look like? West Coast Bully Town, you understand me? What it look like, fam?
What's up with the chef? What's up with the motherfucking original official? Is you know what I'm saying? What's up with you, man?
Man, I can't, man. Listen, you know, I've been following this thing, man, and I really wanted to bring it up. You know, this, you now we in the content creator realm now, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I have to talk about this shit. I'm gonna keep it 100 with the family. Some folks they feeling it. They like, yeah, I could dance to the music. He got this one track out here. They not like us. They not like us. They like us. And motherfuckers like, hey, I could do the bop to this. I could do the bop, nigga. This is not beef. I'm missing my beef. I don't believe none of this shit they talking. None of this. Look at my sister, DW in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, DW just checked into the community kitchen. Hello. You understand? So I didn't really pull up a whole bunch of, visual enhancements because I wanted to hear from folks for those who have heard it. Because again, if I try to play the track, it's going to be some copyright bullshit or whatever. But I did take a couple notes, I did take a couple notes, ladies and gentlemen. And, for me, this ain't nothing that's going to really have you thinking like, yo, man, if he ever see that nigga in the streets, is really up. The old school battles from back in the days, y'all, we felt that. We believed that, like, yo, it's going crazy. Motherfuckers got auto tunes. They sang into each other. Yeah, Twiz. Sister Quiet Scales, help me out. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Niggas is singing auto tune, visual enhancements. Niggas is psychedelic shit going on. I say, hold on. This can't be real. Like we have lost our way when it comes to this hip hop shit. Is it my question to the family? I'm gonna start with you, brother Twiz, and then I'm gonna go to you, sister QS. Is hip hop worth resuscitating? Because this shit is dry. Is it worth the effort of resuscitating? You there, brother Twiz?
Yeah, I'm here.
So what are your thoughts? Like the current state of hip hop, is it worth even saving right now? Because you got two niggas that, let's be clear, these two cats that you see in the thumbnail, they done crossed over to pop. These is pop niggas. Huh?
I keep hearing gunshots, man.
Man, you say you hearing gunshots.
Yeah, I keep hearing gunshots.
No, well, see, that's probably the realest thing you're gonna get when you think about it.
Let me fall out and come right back up.
Yes, sir. Let me get to you, QS. QS, is hip hop worth the resuscitating efforts?
Well, I will say this: hip hop has been diluted. We haven't protected it, and so we pretty much let anybody come in it, twist it, turn it any which way, and now we have what we're looking at here. I will say this though, I've always been a fan of Kendrick. It's just a shame that his music isn't really that appreciated. I will say that. And no, this is not like the golden era of hip hop with Wu-Tang Clan, Outkast.
Come on.
The names go on and on. Ghostface, Styles P, Jadakiss. I don't think we're ever, to be quite honest, I don't think we're ever going to have legends like that again. I don't ever think we're going to see talent like that again. I don't think we're going to see Princes and Michael Jacksons and Janet Jacksons. I don't think Sutton just tells me we're never going to see that level of pure talent because it's so easy to get a music deal now. It's so easy to get with a label now. All you need to do is have a little anthem over it, and there you go.
Right. Well, you know what? Real quick, so to my brother, Next Level in the building. Gunshot for Next Level. Listen, real quick, family. You know, I gotta say to you, sis, QS, there is no saving hip hop. I don't care how many niggas come out with documentaries, how many niggas come out with different kind of, you not resuscitating something that you can't control anymore. See, the grit, they removed the grit from hip hop that made it what it was. It's not gritty anymore. It's auto tuned. It's
I will
motherfucker.
say this.
Go ahead.
Excuse me. Go ahead. No, let you finish.
Well, I'm saying that once grit left hip hop, you lost everything, and now you got a great deal of these suburban cats are the ones that are doing the hip hop joint right now. No, 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 don't get me wrong. I did put Kendrick in the saute pan. Right? Don't He's in the saute pan, and Drake is in the saute pan, and Kendrick hitting him with the salt bay right now. However,
I will.
however, there were some things that were brought up, Sister Q, um, that needs to be addressed. Some things that were alleged that made a
Oh,
mother like
I heard it.
made my eyebrows go up a touch. But
Drake.
for me, I'm just saying right now, Sister QS, it's not worth the effort. For me, it's not worth the effort. And then when you start thinking about some of the people they consider pillars of hip hop, now somebody gonna be pissed off when I say this, but I can't afford to give a fuck. All right, African Bambaataa, all the allegations they call that brother a pillar. They call an African Bambaataa a pillar of hip hop. Now, if that is your pillar, then it for me, it's not worth keeping. It's not worth resuscitating. Okay, if you're now let's go here too. Hip hop. If your king, which was supposed to be fucking Rakim, giving it over to the white boy,
Oh my gosh.
Eminem. If he's giving it over to Eminem, then what is it worth saving? Okay. Somebody help me understand, Sister QS, and then I'm gonna go to Brother Twiz. Help me understand.
I don't know. And let's be clear, Kendrick is standing alone in this. I will say that. I gotta give him that. He's standing alone. Win, lose, or draw, he's standing alone on what he's doing and saying to Drake. If you look around on social media, most of these rappers are on Drake's side. They're coming up with every excuse to not say that Drake is getting cooked.
Well, hold on now. You got to understand, this is a kiss the ring move that's going on. A lot of these niggas know that, hey, for whatever reason, or we know the reason, Drake has been chosen. Okay. And in order to keep whatever little motion you got to bow the knee. You got to bend the knee to this dude. You understand? Like even a good amount of the content creators that are out here, I'm peeping you content creator cats. Content creators out here. Oh, Kendrick. Oh, Drake is cooking Kendrick. But Drake is also infamous. Let's be very clear. Drake is also very infamous for putting money on content creators' books. Okay?
Yeah.
Now,
academic.
Come on, let's go where we got to go with this. Now, these cats are trying to secure the bag. It's not about bringing real journalistic authenticity, even though a lot of this shit is about bravado bullshit anyway. It's not about authenticity. Let's keep it on that.
The crazy thing is, I'm sorry, Chef C, but I have to point this out. The crazy thing is, I see a few of them trying to make it seem like Kendrick is bullying Drake. Like
hey,
this is
Q, 1 second, Sister Q. Is that you with the birds in the background? They loud as hell.
Yes, sir. Let me go in.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get them birds up out the way, or put them in the pan with Drake. Something gonna have to happen.
But yes, it's like they're trying to make it seem like Drake is being bullied because he's successful and light skinned, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Which is just crazy. Drake has not had to work himself up from the ground. His parents were born into the industry. Well, they had careers in the industry. His father. So, and quite frankly, how did Drake even start? I can't even go back, and I don't see a whole bunch of mixtapes. There is one, but not that many. All I remember is him from Degrassi, and that's about it. I don't
Well,
really see much of an underground catalog, to
well,
be fair.
you know what's crazy when I think about it to myself. I say to myself, listen, this dude went from Nick at Night to traveling all over the place, and at colleges and having a hit track. The math ain't mathing for me. I don't really understand it. So you that's just industry. That's industry plant shit to me. I don't care what nobody say, bro. You know,
Hmm.
you know, look like a duck, sound like a duck. It's really what it is. And on the flip side of it, for the mere fact that the dogs got called off, okay, particularly when I'm talking about brother Pusha T, when Pusha T was on his head, magically he just disappeared and bowed out. Same thing with Kendrick. Now you got Kendrick. I mean, not Kendrick. J. Cole magically. Okay, I'm calling off. I'm making a public apology. Blah blah blah. It's over. What the fuck? But see,
Please don't say that.
we're looking at a
I
lot of
live in Charlotte, and J. Cole he's pretty much our treasure here. We're
mm,
disappointed in him.
mm. Yeah, y'all got to hold that L, sis, a little bit. Y'all got,
Ah,
but sis, hold on. Let me go to brother Twiz. Twiz, what it is with you, man? This ain't giving me no real. This ain't giving me no authentic cookups or nothing, man. I'm not feeling none of this. This is pop. This is pop battle. This ain't no rap battle. This ain't no hip hop battle. This is a pop battle. Your
Yeah,
first.
but you gotta understand, Chef, in this days and times, this is what it's come to. You know, understand? These ain't the type of dudes that, they don't come from the cloth that we cut from, okay? Chef,
Mhm,
give me 2 minutes. My daughter just walked in the door. Give me two
indeed.
minutes and I'll be right back.
Do what you do, nigga. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is the modern day bullshit. Like, uh, where in your soul do you feel that anybody has made you feel like somebody's in real danger here? And I'm not seeing that come off nowhere among in this battle. But I'm gonna go back to you shortly, Sister QS. Let me see what the
okay.
chat is saying real quick here. Let me see what the family's saying in the chat. Um, let me go to this chat. Right. Venus said, "Where's the beef at? Where the beef? Let me go to Baker Squad. Let me see what Baker Squad saying. We saying what you mean when we listening now, listening nowadays. Listen, it's all trash. I can't really get with it. Like, it's not even like these cats are having legitimate time to write these raps, right? You ain't got no DJ in the background. Where you at, K Slay? Where the hosting DJ at to give you that? You know what I mean? All these cats is about to really be on some, and it's. Let me see what DW say. Let me see what DW saying. Dry like feet. Yeah, it's dry out here in this hip hop scene. Let me see what my sister Star saying though. In order to have a true creative black music again, this current music industry will have to be completely will have to completely implode on itself. How many of y'all in the chat second that? I agree with her. When you started letting, for at least for me, when they started letting too many people into the input industry, it became extremely diluted. The substance of it all dropped. You know, and it's interesting because I'm gonna bring this up when you talk about substance. Let's go there real quick, y'all. In one lyric, okay, Drake talks about Kendrick Lamar's fake advocacy. Isn't that interesting? Let's talk about the advocacy, y'all. Now, now, I gotta go there. Yeah. I gotta go there for the family real quick because it's gotta be a little bit of blackety black. Okay, let's be on the blackety black time. right? Drake said, "Hey, hold on, bruh. You had to get vanilla. Peep this. He said he got a vanilla queen to help his self-esteem." Now that's one of my notes. Let me say this one more time. Drake said to Kendrick, "You got yourself a vanilla queen to help with your self-esteem." Now, see, this is listen. I gotta go there. Blackity, these pro-blacks with these halves or these white girlfriends. Is there a place still for that? Can you be pro-black, whatever position you coming from? Can you be pro-black, but you got you a mulatto? You got you a tragic mulatto with the fade. I think she got a little Caesar, y'all. Let me see if I can find that pic. She got a little Caesar. You understand? Or you got you a white girl, you got you a Becky at home, but you blackity black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. Huh? So we now this is coming from Kendrick. I mean from Drake, son and Kendrick. So we listen. Listen. It does come off as a touch of a souffle. However, I am not gonna hold you. Drake got a few licks. He got several. Okay. And that bar right there, ladies and gentlemen, that bar right there hit a little different. But you got to understand something, right? Because everybody's saying, listen, if y'all check my broadcast from the previous one, we brought up the fact that, Drake is Mr. I associate as black. Don't be confused, right? And the mere fact that Kendrick is coming from you can't be a full pro-black person. I mean, you can't. Kendrick is coming from you dropping your black because you want to be on the other bullshit angle, right? It's something that we need to dissect, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you so pro-black, my boy Kendrick, if you so pro-black, you went mulatto, my guy. Your girl's half white. In the chat, does it make a difference? Can he still speak on your behalf, Black America? Can Kendrick stand 10 toes down for you? Although he got the tragic mulatto. These are some of the questions we need answered. Right? I mean, again, for me, like I said, as far as what's been going on in the hip-hop streets, it's been very trash. I don't care what nobody say. Mumble rap down to the flow. Huh? We've been mumble rapped down to the flow. And this is the best you can come back with for us? The streets gotta eat. Come on, where my man Snoogs at? I need to cut the streets gotta eat. And I don't even be liking this kind of nigga shit heavy like this. But the streets gotta eat. My brother West Coast Bully Twiz in the building, man. Talk to me, man. What the streets ain't really eating right. This is like a bunch of niggas eating avocado wraps.
Nah, man.
You understand me? This is what they served us. Very disrespectful, man. Talk to me, Twiz.
It's hella disrespectful. But that's why they got that old phrase, you can't trust these old niggas.
Come on.
Because they know the old niggas was the ones that was around that know what good quality is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The industry we in, we have to push quality. We have to push good shit. Because if you don't push good shit, that's our reputation and we can lose our customers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whew, let me catch my breath. So when it come down to this whole hip hop shit, this is nothing compared to what I grew up off of. The type of music we grew up off of, we grew up off the type of music to where they taught you on how to be real. They taught you on how to be a man. They taught you on how to hustle, on how to get money. You know what I'm saying? I grew up off Scarface. You know what I mean? You know how Scarface was. You know what I'm saying? I started small time, dope game, cocaine, pushing rocks on the block. I never broke, man. You know,
Yeah.
I grew up off Too Short, where it was like fucker, you know what I'm saying?
Go
And
there,
I
nigga.
grew up
Yeah,
off
yeah,
Ice
yeah,
Cube, where it's like being a real one, you know, being solid, holding on to your nuts and staying solid. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
not only that, Ice Cube I forgot what song it was, but he had a quote in there. He was like, "It's no more Ice Cube, just vanilla ice." He
Mm,
said that shit way back in the early 90s, and look where we at right now in the 2020s. You know what I'm saying? It's
right.
that right now. And it's because of that little cocksucker piss color ass Drake. We got motherfuckers like Jack Harlow and Post Malone. You know, you got these motherfucking
Mm.
white people around here thinking that they can rap and they can take and they can have a seat in our culture, knowing goddamn well that 10 years ago they wouldn't have been able, they was only able to listen to shit in their car so their parents couldn't hear them. You know what I'm saying? It's funny right now. That little piss colored punk got everybody thinking that they could jump into the rap game. And if you don't believe me, look at overseas. You
Mm.
got motherfucking white boys rapping. You got Russians rapping. You got everybody trying to rap and thinking that they can jump onto our genre, into our culture, but they have no clue. They don't have no clue. That's what tripped me out when white boys say they want to rap. What the fuck you gonna rap about? You're
Mm.
not from the streets. You're not from the suffering. What you gonna rap some gangster shit? What's gangster about you?
Oh,
The
hold on,
meth,
hold on, twist.
the meth
Hold
trait, the
that.
meth runs.
Hold that right there. Let's hold it right there. Remember, Fat Joe came out. For those that's checked to salute everybody over 40 plus in here with on a live right now. Salute. Remember, Twiz, Fat Joe came out and said, listen, man, all that shit I was talking wasn't real. I was making that bullshit up. But was it like, were we in search of the authenticity of what these cats were saying? Or was it just the wordplay?
That's how it was back then. It was the authenticity. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, it had to have the wordplay in it too. You had to have the whole thing. You just couldn't have lyrics. It didn't have no authenticity. And you couldn't have no authenticity. Didn't have lyrics. Not only that, you had to have the street credibility to back it up.
Mm,
That was the only thing that saved Fat Joe. Was Fat Joe had street credibility. That was the only thing that saved him. If
mm,
Fat Joe didn't have no street credibility, he wouldn't even be around because we always considered Fat Joe whack. He was whack to me back in the days.
come
You
on.
know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until Big Pun came out that really gave him a little bit of attention. You know what I'm saying? And then when Big Pun died, we know the story after that. You know what I'm saying? But Fat Joe, I give Fat Joe his credit. I'm from the West Coast, and I know about his street credibility, and I give him his credit for that. But yet, at the same time, too, nigga, I don't give you the right just to hop in on our shit and act like you a motherfucking ambassador and act like you got some say so, nigga. You
Come
need
on.
to listen. You
That's
know,
right.
you can't even be a consigliere, motherfucker. You lucky you a fucking captain in the shit. You need to listen. You
Mm,
know, and like they saying, we sitting here coming after Drake. Why ain't nobody came after his fat ass? Why ain't nobody came after Busta Rhymes' bootsy ass? You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Why they ain't coming after the people that's really doing damage and harm to this shit? You know, Drake
mm.
is irrelevant if you ask me. He's like a fucking. He's easy. He's easy. He's this. What we doing? We bullying him right now. Kendrick Lamar is bullying him right now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it is it's a souffle. Well, it's a saute going on, but
Hmm.
again, for me, brother Twiz, man, like I said, I'm going. Listen, I mean, it's cool the lyrics, the couple little quirky shit that they doing, but yeah, if y'all peep this, if y'all played it right, first and foremost, Drake got at Kendrick again, saying Kendrick never been a man of his own. They forced that nigga to go ahead and get on the track with Taylor Swift, right? While he acting like while he acting like he's his own man. You know, listen, family, for me, it's like, listen, bro, if we're gonna ever get back to hip hop, um, the people who oversee these these bots, I want everybody to understand that there are play bots out here to get you spins, right? And there are companies that literally hire folks to just sit at home and connect all their electrical devices to something, and they just got to keep playing the track to get their ranking up. Are y'all familiar with these bot farms? That's what they're called, bot farms. So we have gone from niggas selling out the trunk of their cars to this digital stuff where it can be fluffed and flaked at any time. And that in turns secures who is quote unquote the king of whatever industry. But let's be clear right now, as it stands, and this is part of the reason why I put your boy Drake in the saute pan. Kendrick got more spins than Drake over all 4 tracks that he dropped. Kendrick got more spins, y'all, collectively, and even some of the Jones that Kendrick dropped in the last 48 hours already touching 13 plus million spins, as opposed to Drake's a top one, which is I believe is the Family Matters John, 11 spins, 11 million spins. So he cooking them. He cooking them if you talking about, standing on it like that. Yeah. So this is really. I'm gonna go back to you shortly, brother Swizz. I'm gonna go to you. But Sister Quiet Scale said Jay Prince can't interfere in this battle, at least. Right now, Sister Quiet Scales QS is going there right now. Salute to the over 50 of y'all tapped in with me right now. All right. And QS said Jay Prince can't intervene. Again, remember, for those of you who did not know, Pusha T was coming at Drake's flame. Now, Drake is Jay Prince's guy. Okay. And Jay Prince came through on that. Yo, listen, you playing with my paper, my guy. Came through on Pusha T. You need to sit down. You need to chill the fuck out, my boy. Huh? Now, this is the part that I have a problem with. Niggas like this coming through and getting involved with it. This is why we can't have it the way we used to have it no more. They don't want the streets to eat the way the streets like to eat, or we're accustomed to eating. See, they got to secure the baby, right? They got to secure the baby, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go ahead and keep talking about this because, again, I am hoping that at some point we can get at least a quarter percentage of what hip hop used to look like, and bringing out documentaries, bullshit ass battle raps. It's not going to resuscitate it. It's not going to resuscitate it. So then my question to you, is it worth reviving? Twiz, is it worth reviving? Hip hop, is it worth it for you?
Not this style of hip hop. Not this style of hip hop. It's not worth reviving for the simple fact this drill shit. What is it teaching people? It's not teaching people anything. Just like I'm gonna say like this, through my experience, all these young dudes, they only thing they want to do nowadays is carry a gun. You know what I mean? Carry a gun and catch a body. And how beneficial is that? This music nowadays, it ain't teaching nothing. Our music, it taught us how to get money. It taught us how to, it taught us how to last. It taught us on how to be here. It didn't teach you no dumb shit. It didn't teach you to go out robbing banks. It didn't teach you to go out, you know what I'm saying, getting high. The only thing was just weed. You know what I mean? That was the only thing. We had our weed song, but it wasn't teaching you to get off high off no crystal. It wasn't teaching you to get high off no syrup. It wasn't telling you to take no pills. It wasn't doing none of that shit. Our industry, I remember Damon Wayans when he had his stand-up, what he said, if I sell out, I get the hell out.
Right. Come on.
That's why I'm glad they're going after P Puffy. I mean P Poofy. I mean whatever his name is, P Dingaling.
Right.
I'm glad they're going after him for the simple fact he made it okay to sell out because they made the phrase "get your money." It's not about getting your money. It's all about having your dignity and your pride too. You got to keep that shit attached too. Okay, when it comes down to getting your money, that's selling out. When it comes to sell out, you'll sell out anything for a check. That's why a lot of these niggas is getting butt broken. That's why all these niggas is having these little things coming out about their ass about them getting their little booty holes played with and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Pause. Right.
Fuck that. You got to stand on principle, man. And at the end of the day, when you sell out, you ain't gonna never be able to get your soul back. And what's better, being able to sleep good at night, knowing you still going back intact, or sleeping at night knowing goddamn well you can't turn back the hands of time because you done sold your butt and you done sold everything else. So you don't have nothing to stand on. And each time you try to get out of line, they gonna pull something out on you like, get back in place, boy. And if you do, you out of there. Come on, man.
Well, you know what, brother Twiz, and that's a good point you bring up, man. And some of the old school cats, they really took pride in protecting, some of that authenticity of what hip hop was. But again, this is industry driven. So when you got little chicks like Cash Me Outside coming through, you got your Sexy Reg, you got a Spice, you got a Ice Spice, right? You got a nigga named Lil Bump. You got motherfucking a Young Thug with boy love on the back of on the screen in one of his clips. Like, come on, man. You just gotta say to yourself, man, was this shit already on some? It was already on bullshit. Let's keep it 100, man. I'm not gonna. Man, I'm not gonna. Hey, hold on, please. Hold on. Let me say, I'm not gonna play with niggas. No, I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of this shit. It been booty boy plugging blood going on in this shit for a long ass time. We're gonna keep it 100 in here. I'm not playing with nobody no more. Booty bumping, all of this shit. Your pillar of the hip hop community is a booty snatcher. We're gonna keep it 100 in here, and y'all want to hold on to this, huh? Then you had the shiny suit coming out, and now you got all types of allegations or dude out here plugging in. You got your boy Justin Bieber looking wild out here. They let Macklemore come through for one track, and they gave him Artist of the Year when Kendrick was supposed to. But niggas want to hold on and resuscitate hip hop, man. This is bot farm driven. Algorithmed, auto-tuned, like a mother. Niggas is singing heavy on auto-tune. Like, man, I'm not going, man, let me see what the chat, and I'm going to go back to you, brother Twiz. I'm not going to play with this shit no more, man. Peace to my brother Vader in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. Oh, we got Cut the Check in the building. Go and shop for Cut the Check. Listen, family, y'all tap in, man. I want all the brothers to tap in. My 90s specialists, my early 90s specialists, my 80s specialists, and older. Y'all tap into this broadcast, man. Let's stop playing. I'm dropping the link again. You ain't got to come up. I'm dropping the link. Let me go to the chat real quick. Baker, official Baker Squad says, I think the only thing that qualify your hood era is if your spouse is black or brown, made from the hood. That's always been a debate to many people in hip hop. That's interesting. Well, you know what? That has been a qualifier for a long time because you wasn't. Remember, Christopher Williams never got no real clout, although he was the pretty light-skinned boy singing and shit.
No, like your pretty ass anyway.
And then he got plugged in the butt too, pause. Eventually, like, listen, he was doing something like, come on. Man, this industry is wild, man. Let me go through this chat a little bit more. Let me see what the family's saying, man. Sister Star says, I moved into my first apartment blasted Eric B. and Rakim. And to see Rakim say that dumb shit, that's a fact, Sister Star. That's a fact.
Face in the bag.
Just hand it over to M. Just hand it over. No resistance, no nothing.
But you got to know one thing though. You forgot Rakim was about to be signed with Aftermath. You forgot that, right? You forgot Rakim was about to be signed with Aftermath. He was about to be signed with Dr. Dre. So, he had no choice but to bend the knee. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hold on.
What's up, Black American family?
Hold on, brother Negro. Hold on.
What's up with you?
Hold on, family. As y'all tapping in, remember, if you got any background noise, cut the noise in the background, family. And then when you get your time to speak, go ahead. Speak, but then mute right after that. I want to keep the extra noise out. We got to get this bill going here. But brother Negro, I got my brother Negro, brother Vader up top. Brother Negro, you got the floor, man. Talk your shit, man.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of things to say about Drake. Drake is a very he's not from the lineage, and I'm gonna say the foremost from a nationalistic perspective.
Negro, go where you got.
From a nationalistic perspective, he's a Canadian. If you punch up Trudeau, right? That's the Canadian Prime Minister. He does blackface. All right, we're gonna talk about the culture. That's the Canadian culture to do blackface. All right, the real Black American people, Negro people, we don't do that. We don't do that nonsense. And he should have been ran out the paint a long time ago. Get Trudeau, the white man that represent his nation. He does blackface too. So he's just doing what Canadian people do. So that's how I really chalked it up with him a long time ago. One of the things that we need to talk about is he does blackface. Oh, one of the
There you go. Go ahead.
yeah, one of the things we need to talk about is our sisters that was buying this into this light-skinned Negro or this whatever he is. This watered down Negro. That's one aspect. The other aspect that we need to talk about is just that we were underneath the notion of that we have a colorist issue problem in our community. We feel like some of us feel that being light is bright and that they're right, but it should be the person. Truth stands on its own. It has no complexion, and it should be in the interest of our lineage. In our collective of our people, not just a specific demographic, and so I get really upset when this watered down individual who don't have it on four corners, speaking for Black people, disrespecting Black women, disrespecting our culture, calling us slaves, and you're not even from this country, and you just think you get a pass because you're from the lineage. No, like the brothers and sisters had it right for Secure the Tribe. You got to have those three thresholds. You have to have the bloodline, the mindset, and the culture. And if any of those three is not leveraging, then you're weak. You're weak. You're not one of us. So I'm going to rest my mic there to be respectful to my people because I love my brothers here. No homo or nothing like that. But I really appreciate y'all guys because we do need to talk about what he has done to our community.
Shout out to the Negro, ladies and gentlemen. Negro coming in hot, pause, souffling, sauteing, flambeing, all types of cooking terminology you niggas can think of. I see we got brother Coke Sharp in the building. We got brother Vader in the building. Coke Sharpton stepped on the stage, ladies and gentlemen. So it's that kind of listen, Fanny, I want to try to keep this just before we go. I want to try to keep this open for maybe another 30 to 40 minutes max because I got plans today. Low quality time, you understand? But let's keep it where we need to keep it. Brother Vader, let me go to you, man. Is hip hop worth the revival?
Man, like, here's the thing. And I've heard this cooked up. This is not my original thought. I'm regurgitating things that I've heard in spaces earlier. We got to keep sight of the fact that Kendrick Lamar and Drake are still contract employees.
Come on.
And what does that mean? That means that the money generated from this beef is still going to one place, right? And it also means that Kendrick can't focus on other industry plants and other hype machines that are in his own label, right? Or that share his contract, right? So, but I'll say this: I love the newest plateau of delineation rap. I love it, and by that I mean everything that Negro had to say about Drake, and everything that Kendrick had to say about Drake. I love where that's going because it's time to be feeling ourselves again, right? It's been a long time, especially in hip hop. It's been a long time.
It's a fact. Salute to our brother Vader in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Again, that is brother Vader, the creator, the founder of the Base app. We'll touch on that a little bit today as well, ladies and gentlemen. But salute to my brother. Let me go to brother Coke Sharpton in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Salute, Coke. What it look like?
Hey, greetings, man. I'm just here to pick up a rib sandwich. Because last time I'm still looking for Tawane Brawley, and last I checked, she hanging off the back fuselage with Drake trying to hopscotch it up to Toronto. I told her ain't no maple syrup up on that plane.
Nigga, damn fool. Hey man, brother Coke, listen, I'm asking the question right now, family. Is hip hop worth reviving right now? Is it worth it?
Well, my first question is what is hip hop?
Let's go there. Let's go where we gotta go, sir. You know,
What's your? I'll give you what hip hop is not. I like to ask that because hip hop. Hey, if we can interpret the Bible, we can interpret these things we create. I'm hearing a lot of people talking about stuff like rules.
right.
We setting rules on battle rap now, as if we play in wars that people abide by their own rules.
Mm.
You know, we can
Yeah, I like that.
we
Go
can
there.
bookmark that though. We can bookmark that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we talk about violence and crime, but last I checked, ain't no nukes in the hood.
Mm.
People rap about dropping nukes in the hood, but ain't no nukes in the hood. It's just MPV vans that Uncle used to play the purple tape out of. You understand me? Ghostface but jumping out of, and now we're gonna let this Canadian just crush it up in the junkyard. That's where hip hop is at. The purple tape playing in the MPV, we roll 40 deep, is getting crushed right now in the scrapyard by a Canadian. But guess what else though? Cali is up, so I hear, from the rooter to the tutor, from the top to the bottom. I'm looking for my guy Twizzle to confirm a little bit of that. But I'm seeing Cali up. A lot of people mad because they don't understand that swag on that last one. And I told them that's the banger. If you're going to give it to anyone, shit, napalm the whole damn thing. That's what type of time that Kung Fu Kenny is on. And I feel him on that joint. Napalm the whole bitch. Doxing where your crib, where you thought your crib was, but your record label would snatch that from you in a heartbeat, just as Rose. You understand me? So salute to Rashad Casey right now. Anybody seen Where's Waldo with that Dominican? They'll snatch your crib right from under you right now. What is hip hop? I'll tell you what hip hop is not, though. Hip hop is not the culture, a culture, and culture. However you want to say that goofy shit and project it on the black folks, because it becomes a dumpster fire that other cultures put their degeneracy into a genre, one of the many genres that we created. Hip hop is not a culture. Some people say hip hop has no culture. I say hip hop is not a culture. It's a genre. I could be wrong.
Well, salute the Coke. That's a phenomenal perspective, sir, to come from that angle. How many of the rest of the family that's in here, over the 60 plus of y'all tapped in with us? Hip hop, according to Brother Coke, is not a culture. It is a genre.
I have to push back. I have to push back on that.
Okay, let's go there then, brother Negro.
Yeah. I would say rap is not a culture. I would say hip hop is a culture. It's defined as a culture through KRS-One. I would even refer to even Professor Griff, where they talk about it being a culture, and it's specifically generated from Black American people. That's the reason why we have Microphone Check specifically about hip hop. Rap, on the other hand, no, I don't think it's a culture. I think it's degeneracy. I think that they pick up other ethnic groups to pushing it forth an agenda to undermine hip hop because of its godlike frequency, because of its ability to uplift our people, because it's used to support and fight for our liberation. Shout out to Public Enemy. Shout out to the groups like that. You know, so that's the perspective of where I'm coming from, saying that it is a culture from hip hop, and rap is not a culture.
Oh, let me hold on.
I'm gonna give it back to you, Brother Coke. You gonna have the floor, but I gotta salute the Brother Blaze. Peace, the Brother Blaze in the building. Salute for coming through, Brother Blaze. Salute to you, fam. I'm gonna catch you in the. Make sure you subscribe, family, if you're already here, and definitely the link is in the chat for anybody that's want to tap into this conversation. this is a great dialogue, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to continue to build on that. And Brother Negro stands on hip hop still being a culture. And Brother Coke Sharpton says it is not, ladies and gentlemen. It is not.
Wait a second though. Wait a minute though. Hip hop is ever evolving. I will give it that. And on that note, I'm gonna have to fall back a tick back to the commander and Negro and say, you know what? He is right. I think two things can be true. I think two things. Oh, let me land on you, Twizzle. Twiz, let me land on Twiz. Let me land. And I'm gonna alley-oop it to you, Twiz. I know where you're going. I'm gonna update to my stance and say two things can be true at the same time. I'm gonna say that hip hop was a culture. Because cultures have things like they have elders and they have people who sit around and have these conversations, as Twizzle say right now, men passing on those lessons to the other men. But here's the thing, when it was the BDPs and it was the KRS ones, you get checked. There's this thing called or else. And that's where the power was. You might get checked for biting the line up in the what? You're right, Negro. I would say it was though. All those people who had that power though, they sold out though for the bussy popping and the bottles. That's what I'm gonna stand on. Wait. Not all. Mostly all.
Well, Drake was a habitual line stepper. He was a habitual rule breaker. All right, he was ghostwriting. He was doing things that were against the culture.
He still is.
He is. No, I'm just talking about the past transgressions because Kendrick done laid the smack down on him. He done hit him with some transgression. But the point that I wanted to highlight and bring home to Vader, you are right that he could be used to. He see what's going on the ground. Shout out to the young brother named Vino who'll be using her historical references and yada 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 in his rap lyrics. They see the future of that, and some of those people are trying to get ahead of those young brothers and sisters that are using delineation, which you say delineation rap or delineation lyrics. So I look at he's experimenting on that to get ahead of the curve because somebody that's more from the grassroots will uproot him because he's not even qualified to speak on some of the things he's speaking of. And that's not no shade to Kendrick. I'm just speaking facts though.
Salute to Brother Negro. I see. Salute to our brother for the cash app, man. Thank you for hitting that cash app. Spin it up. Don't shot it. Rock effects. Salute.
Yeah, salute the Negro on that one. Appreciate that, Bill.
But you know, and you know what? Listen, when we start talking about delineated rap. You know what? I'm going to hold off into that. Brother Twiz had something he need to get off his chest. You got the flow, Twiz.
Yeah, Sharpton called me out, so I got to respond. I'm just talking shit. But nah, to what you said, though, nigga, the West Coast, we never left. We never fell off. They just chose the wrong people. Yeah, but I just wanted to jump on what you two gentlemen conversation. What you said, Sharpton, I agree. Hip-hop is a genre. Why? Because you say hip-hop, you're going to exclude R&B. You're going to exclude blues. You're going to exclude all our other genres of music that we have. You know what I mean? And Brother Negro, I disagree with you on one aspect.
Right.
I go for rapping. Rapping, we've been rapping since the beginning of time. We've been rapping in the 40s and 50s and everything. It's this hip hop that they're trying to latch on to take from us. They can't jump on the rapping, but they can jump on the hip hop because of the aspects of the dancing and the graffiti. That's why hip hop is finna be in the Olympics now. Not rapping. Hip hop is finna be in the Olympics now. The dancing, the graffiti, and all that shit. And if you look on how all these people are biting off our culture around the world, on how these Japanese motherfuckers are getting dreadlocks and motherfuckers in Italy trying to act like Nipsey Hussle, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that they're jumping on too, and that's what they can sell. They can sell hip hop, but they can't sell rapping because, like I said earlier, when you got Jack Harlow and you got that other motherfucker, what's that other motherfucker named Post Malone? What could they rap about that we could relate to? Nothing. That's why they got to get to the culture. That's why they got to get into the hip hop with the Drake, with the auto tunes and the dancing and I'm Vanilla Baby, boom, boom, just like this shit. Like I said, that's why that little cocksucker right there opened the door for these white boys to come in. So, Brother Negro, I just disagree on the rap and hip hop thing. I stick with rap music. Hip hop is something that's they're trying to take universal. Next thing you know, we're gonna have motherfuckers in Australia rapping. We're gonna have motherfuckers in Singapore rapping. I mean, doing hip hop and all that shit. But rapping is what we went through. Rapping is what shit we rapped about, our struggles, our trials and tribulations when we was in the streets or when we was locked up or when we were poor. That's our shit. That's something can't nobody take from us. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So that's
the
the only
origin.
thing I disagree with you right there,
Can I
brother
get in on
Negro.
this?
Well, I
Hold
would
on,
say
hold
both
on,
of them.
hold on,
I
y'all.
want.
Hold on, brother Negro. Hold on. I'm gonna go to brother Vader, and but we're gonna go to Negro first, and then we'll go to you, brother Vader, because they're having an exchange right there. I want to hear that bill. You got it, brother Negro.
Yeah. The thing is that the reason I would say both of them are a part of our culture, right?
Right.
Honestly, but it's more or less how white supremacy has weaponized it through commercialization and marketing. I want to highlight the aspect, the reason why I say hip hop more over rap. Hip hop is more dealing with the intellectual aspects of it, like your Andre 3000 or your people that add these type of nuances to it that come from some place of scholarship. You could tell that this brother's reading a book and he's putting the book into the everyday life and he's projecting these thoughts through his lyrics, he or she. Because you have females like her and other ones that are, I would consider hip hop as well. What becomes of rap is I look as more like the, I don't want to cause too much dispersion. I would say the gang culture, things that are problematic, that will fall into the lines of rap. And there are two different aspects. I would even go as far as to say that there's subcultures of the whole entire Black American experience. You know, and these are things that belong and that was created by us for us. Just because other people take advantage of it and don't give us any permission does not give them access to our culture. This is the reason why we're suing Bad Times. This is the reason why we have cultural trademark policies in which we're suing over to protect our lineage and our people, because these are our heritage. These are our things that we created. Just because some watered down person wants to degenerate it does not give them the right to. And that's where we need to be arguing from as the sole creator and the progenitors of this art form. So it's not just a genre, it's who we are. That's like no different from an Indian or a Pakistani dance that's specifically to their ethnicity. Only thing that makes it special is that ours is global because of our influence, because we're a superpower. Just because we're a superpower doesn't make us, it should not, we should not relinquish our rights to our inheritance. Like show me that with the other nations. So that's just one of the things I just want to push back on with you about.
Okay,
Yeah, I got you. But brother Negro, just one thing. When rapping and hip hop come from the streets, and who was in the streets? The gangs, the pimps, the players, the hustlers, the whores, the prostitutes, you know, all of them. And this is where all this come from. And this is why, like I said, it's part of the blues, because we're relaying our hard times. Now, just because we were in the streets don't mean we were all doing bad. That don't mean we were all robbing and stealing and killing. We were trying to survive. You know, we were trying to survive this fucking government oppression. And I put up a post the other day. I put up a post yesterday on YouTube. I mean, on Twitter about this old man on there that he said in the 1960s when a white man came to his house and told his mother that if you leave the house, we'll give you an extra $15 on welfare. Well, I was part of that. I was part of when the social worker came. My stepfather had to leave because if the social worker saw a man in the house, they was going to cut my mother off welfare that she got paid every 1st and the 15th, and she was going to lose her government housing, all because of man in the house. That's what we rap about. We rap about those hard times. We rap about having food stamps. You know what I'm saying? And that's our culture right there. And that's why Drake can never assimilate to that, because he don't know about those hard times. He don't know about fucking.
But there's also a hard time.
Hold on, gentlemen, hold on. Hold. Drake looking at all you niggas like, nah, man, I've been rich. You understand? I've been rich. I got mulatto privileges. Nigga, y'all, I don't know nothing about that struggle shit y'all talking about. I got
that smart hat privilege.
Well, hold on, y'all gentlemen, hold that. Let me go to the brother Vader. Brother Vader, it's on you, sir.
Yeah, I think essentially Twiz and Negro are actually saying almost the same thing. Like the thing is that hip hop is a subculture of Black culture. right? We created this, and whatever our experience was, be it in the streets or in the trenches, right? It's a part of us. It's us telling our story. And just because some cracker or some half cracker comes in and steals it and takes it and runs off with it, that doesn't make it any less ours. It's just we got to take it back, right? So yeah, shout out to Kendrick for bringing what Vino created to a higher level, because I haven't heard any delineation rap before. Who Negro mentioned, I haven't heard it before Vino. So shout out to that brother, and shout out to Kendrick.
Well, let me say this, gentlemen. We're coming into a place where, because we don't have the finances, delineation rap, it doesn't even mean any fucking thing. See, honestly, you got to understand that even now, with all of the folks saying Drake cooked them, because Drake put money on a lot of these influencers to determine which way opinions go. Just like the Machine put money behind Drake to say, hey, he's the guy at the top. So now when we're talking about delineation rap, ladies and gentlemen, half of them, let's be clear, there's going to be a strong population of folks not even understanding what the fuck this dude talking about.
Hey, every fire starts from a spark. And this could be the beginning of something big. You know what I mean?
And shit, hip hop started from delineation rap. We might be looking at it as an ethnicity, but they might have broken it down into blocks and squads and squadrons. But I'd say even them was about who your mama is. Who your mama is and what block you from. That's not new. Mm-hmm. That's been around since. I mean, that I'd say that predated hip hop. You going all the way back to was your family out there picking that rice out there in the Carolinas? Then you might be Geechee. I don't know. Who your mama?
Actually, one of the first rises to a plateau of battle rap were them bridge wars, right? Brooklyn versus Bronx, right?
Come on with it.
So, and then I want to say, Chef, you are absolutely correct when you say that, delineation rap is an uphill battle, because when we saw Drake versus Meek Mill, what did he do? He dropped a bag on Charlemagne and sent him bottles of champagne and just
cooked them with the resources
just to get his vote, right?
Bagged them, but that's the thing right there. Again, it's a lot of fly shit going on with this. Delineation rap, all of that stuff is fly, but niggas is talking resource rap too, though. Let's not forget the thing is resources at the beginning of this, and our collective isn't on board enough to give enough fucks to mobilize it. This is where we run into the issue. So again, let's be very clear. Okay, this is cool, all of this. However, it is not going to stop a nigga from screaming OVO. It's not going to stop a hoe from saying YOLO. It ain't going to, listen, even with the allegations of Drake, and again, this is alleged, of courting underage females, niggas is still going to stream. You understand? They still going, niggas is going to go to the concert. So again, we got to understand what we're dealing with here. Again, Rakim popped this pussy open and gave it over to Eminem, right?
Man, I hear light skin privilege. How on earth they gonna lock up R. Kelly, but they ain't giving Drake no smoke? Where's the Me Too girls at? See, this is the reason why I say.
Hey,
hold on.
Wake it up, Negro. Now we getting into this. Now we getting into it.
To go where he about to
go. We getting into it.
Go there with that Me Too talk.
Negro, come to the dark side, nigga. Go in, Negro.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be colorist, family, or anything of that nature. But the point that I'm getting at is that I see the women in our community. They're not giving this guy the smokes. Where's Tiana Burke? I thought she goes after black men, quote unquote. This is what these women are saying. And this guy has some very strong allegations that do need to be checked out on in regards to the treatment of our women. He bigs up the sexy dreads, the scum buckets of the world, who is promoting this yeast infection rap, this disease ridden rap, this STD rap. So this is the nonsense that I see. And also I want to bring it back to what my man Twiz was saying. Like hip hop, the reason why hip hop was formed, because you had a lot of some brothers that were not a part of the street. You had some brothers that were intellectuals. They went to college. They were from the house party scene. You know, they were your backpackers, your Kanye West, before he was messing with that white woman. All right. So these are the things that I'm talking about here. This was bigging up our HBCUs. This was bigging up, making sure that we had the intellectual culture from a sustainable source, from a scholarship source. That unfortunately rap was lacking. They were more talking about the realities of the streets and the predicament that we were going through. Hip hop was more explaining the historical nuances that we were going through as a culture, and they were supporting it through authors. Like I learned a lot of things from Black culture, some things from Nas, you know. I might not agree with a lot of it, but some of my Black culture was based in hip hop artists like him and others. So because they talked about our culture, they talked about who some of us are, who we are as a people. So like Drake was talking about what happened to us in a negative sense, and that we were slaves in blackface. Like, come on, man, that ain't hip hop. That's not even rap. I don't know what the hell that shit is, but it's definitely not even American, let alone Negro or Black. So that's the reason why I said the things I said.
Hey, Negro, see, that's what the thing is. I'm agreeing with you and Twiz. It's a matter of timing. Like if you look at it as a time, as like a time, this self-destruction, niggas will click up in the goddamn parking lot in the hood and tell you put down the dumb shit. Self-destruction. Yeah, you're headed for self-destruction. They'll click up on you right quick. Now we can go into jail with the mink fur on. It's hot up in here. I'll be behind these bars to tell these kids they're going into self-destruction. The ability to say or else. That's what makes a culture to me. You ain't just walking up inside a mosque. Some rabbi going to kick you out if you do some dumb shit. It's the ability to say or else. Otherwise, if people can just come and just dump their garbage off. It doesn't make sense. I'm agreeing with y'all. It's just the timing. Yeah,
wait, I can give you examples of. I can give you examples of or else. I can give you a couple of them, brother. Example, back in the day, I'm an 80s baby. So in the 90s, I saw white boys getting thrown in a dumpster. If they ever thought going to a rap scene, they were getting checked, brother. Like, okay. So that was one incident that I specifically saw with my little two beady black eyes as a Negro teenager. Knew that this was not this was the culture here. This is how we get down. All right. The other aspect was that was Eminem. Eminem was talking breezy. You had brothers that was running up on him with the rap battles. Eminem was just like Drake. They again, that light skin privilege, that white skin privilege that I'm talking about. He didn't think that he couldn't battle against the black people. He wanted to shit on cannabis.
Hey, hold on, brother Negro. Hold on. I gotta address this. Look at that comment from Brother Blaze. Now, funny thing is, we created the art form, but white man Eminem is currently the highest selling rapper of all time, and white people are the biggest consumers of rap / hip hop. That's a fact. Listen,
They've been the biggest consumers of hip hop. But one thing with Eminem, what people don't talk about, Eminem made a lot of money overseas. You know, he made all the millions overseas in Europe and Asia and motherfucking Russia and all that shit. You heard what motherfucking Tony Yayo said. That's why 50 Cent sold that first. That's why he sold that first. When in the club went like that. That's why, because they jumped on that Eminem bandwagon, and that's how they was able to get that European market. That's why Eminem was able to sell like that, because Eminem made it okay for white boys to listen to rap music, to play that shit in their house, because you know they can, you know their parents wouldn't let them play that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a second you with the overseas paper, because my man was in Korea at the time. And they was in the club with the motherfucking 50 Cent shit heavy over there. So yeah, that overseas money definitely hit different.
And that's how Eminem was able to sell that 18 mil. You know what I mean? Because he's a white boy. So they could sell him in Europe. They could sell him in Scotland. They could sell him in Ireland. They could sell him in Holland. They could sell him in the Netherlands. They could sell him in Germany. You know what I'm saying? He's so big in Russia. He's, you know, it's a huge hip hop scene in Russia, and he was the man out there. You know what I'm saying? Right. For real. That's why he was able to do that.
I want to push back on that.
Hold on, Negro. Hold on, gentlemen. I'm gonna put something on the table. I know Brother Coke was about to cook, and then I'm gonna go to you, Negro. Listen, Venus says my thing is Drake is allowed to talk his talk. All right, and not fear anything. Whose fault is that? Since we
that's it, Vina. See, that's it. And again, I'm agreeing with Commander. Those instances Commander just laid out about get tossed to the dumpster, all of that. That is when the culture was driving the genre of hip hop. You get tossed in the dumpster, you violate this motherfucking culture. You selling overseas ain't even too bad either, as long as that shit is coming right back, right black to the culture. The minute there's some pink toe pale face that eat tea and crumpets that's in with their hands in the accounting, the culture is no longer defending that genre. That genre is now bastardized and colonized. So that's what I'm saying. Like Kendrick K. Dot sitting there saying you can't say nigga no more. Yeah, we're gonna have to check your whole receipts. That's putting the culture behind that genre of hip hop. Why you can't say it? Oh, just say whatever you want to about my wife. She's not the rapper. She stay behind the scenes. Just like how it is in Black America. You know what? Black folk range all across the spectrum and the gamut when it comes to melanation, man. Now, I don't even know what passing is. I hear paper bags, all this other weird shit. But you know what? You can't just pinpoint and say that's one color of a Black American right there. But we do know one thing. If you got blended, I just know that this is the wave. At least this is the wave I like. If you got mixed heritage and background, you're talking to somebody that's Black American on 8 sides, my nigga. Newville, Alabama, right here. But I'll be willing to say, you know what? If one of your parents trace back to this soil, hey, listen, man, you don't speak for Black Americans, but ain't nobody about to take that lineage from you. But Drake out there speaking as if he Black in this culture that's not backing hip hop anymore, because we don't back Drake no more. Because Drake, you're not Black. You can't even say nigga no more. That's when you say, come on, K Dot. That's putting culture back into this thing called hip hop, where you can say or else. Nigga, say nigga again, or else. That's gonna be your last concert up in Oakland. That's when I had to hear my nigga Twizzle on this. Oakland might be your last concert. When you double down on the slaves, let me break down to you what happened in Atlanta. Are you kidding me? You just a colonizer like the other ones that came down to Atlanta just to eat off Atlanta, just to eat off Atlanta, just to eat off of Atlanta. That's when the culture is coming back to back up that genre again. Or else, nigga, you gonna double down on the slaves? Let me tell you about these chains in Atlanta.
Coke, easy on them, Coke. That's where it is. Hip hop now, when we look at the state of it, is void of an or else. We don't have it anymore. So we are, listen, shout out to Vina. Soft. Talking about the culture and all of this other fly shit. Yeah. Okay, but you know, I don't know what to. I'm gonna go to the chat real quick, and then I'm gonna slide to Brother Vader, ladies and gentlemen, because you know this is and shout out to the over 70 plus in here tapped in with us right now. Okay, Let me see what
Hey,
my
Chef C, the question I got for the chat is how do we get black to what Negro was talking about? Again, that I hear a lot of or else in them stories that people telling. You feel Cali up right now. Hey, you got academics calling to check in at Cali right now. Hey y'all, I just wanted to just test the waters to see if I'm okay out there right now. Yeah, that Drake is that K Dot is a bot, my nigga. It just hurts, man. He just violating my guy, man. But it's cool to come to LAX, no LAX.
All I gotta say is this summer finna be hot. This summer's finna be hot.
You understand?
Hey, it's gonna be a bunch of slew-footed niggas with some cleans on. It's gonna be some slew-footed niggas stopping outside in California right now. Salute to the slew-footed niggas.
And Vader gonna be
what you trying to call a slew-footed nigga?
In the Riviera,
trying to call a slew-footed nigga, motherfucker.
Let me see what the chat's saying though, real quick, y'all. And then we're gonna go to Brother Vader. Why doesn't Drake bring underground Canadian artists to the forefront? I've listened to a few who could rap Drake under the table. Ooh, Sister Quiet Scales. Listen, let me go to this next one here. Let me see what Sister Star saying. To be honest, I never saw a difference between Drake and Millie Vanilli. Both are creations of current music industries, and that's a fact. I got a gun. I got a sound.
We should be asking it. We should be asking it.
We need gunshots for Star.
A gunshot. Yeah.
We need to be asking if Drake is a plant. That's the real question. Is he a plant?
Well.
Come on, he's been a plant. He's been a plant.
Listen. Let's be clear, and I want to bring this to the forefront, gentlemen. Let's bring this to the forefront, family. Let's be very clear that the CIA has had no problems with putting millions of dollars behind infiltrators / influencers when it comes to our community. Okay? This is a historical, this should be a historical understanding. Your CIA cats ain't living, all of them ain't, your undercovers aren't living in the hoods, y'all. They living in gated communities and shit. Huh? They got millions of dollars behind them so they can lure it over you. Okay? So is it a shocker that Drake may have been catapulted to the top over niggas? Is it a shock that Busta Rhymes, who played like he was a Black American for all these years, is now being toted around shitting on Black Americans? Huh? Is it a mystery that a lot of folks who play Black American characters in some of your favorite movies, Higher Learning, right?
The Fugees, they out here getting court cases.
This is what I'm saying. Let's be clear. These entities will put millions of dollars behind your opposition and tell you to worship them, rock with them, praise them. So this is not nothing. Why ask the question, is Drake an op? Is Diddy an op?
Biggie was an op.
Biggie's not. Come on, let's stop.
Biggie wasn't busy. Hey, listen, man.
We ain't gotta overthink this, Coke. You know what I mean?
Hip hop being a culture wouldn't have let Biggie's tether ass up in there to ruin the sauce. I'm calling that bastard up out this soil that he does not belong to. People say that you speaking blasphemous right now. People say you speaking blasphemous right now, but what was that again? He love them young, fresh, and green with no hair in between. I don't know what you mean, Jamaican.
Hold that, Coke. Hold that. I need a sound for Coke right now. Gunshot for You understand?
And Chef, that was just the appetizer to Eminem coming in on the next verse. Post-hummus. There's 7 different levels of devil worshiping and horse heads and cannibalism and exorcism. Did he put that together posthumously?
Go to there with the go there, brother Coke, with the young kids though. What was that Biggie lyric? That famous Biggie lyric about over the bridge something.
Yeah. Well, that's going to come from it. And the thing is, he told you about himself too. It's a shame that they used that fake actress, that Black American actress, to mimic his mother's voice, because they were ashamed at that tether yard voice of his mama singing. They was ashamed to put his real mama on the track, and Diddy said, "Let me go ahead and get the baby. Now I know you don't be out there selling them drugs now."
Oh man, Culture Vulture at his finest, boy. With the
yeah, so that's gonna be gonna be Notorious B.I.G. Yeah, we bringing up the receipt in that right now. Notorious B.I.G. He said it himself. When somebody tell you about themselves, you should believe them. Dead wrong. He told you he was dead wrong. Notorious, or Diddy told you he was dead wrong when he was dead. Damn, did he?
Come on, man.
Hey, we got Uncle Luke. We got Uncle Luke that you could add in there. He was bringing that degenerate culture from the Trinidadian or wherever he's from, the Bayesian culture or whatnot. You got that guy. You got a couple other ones. Shout out to Professor Griff. He had that book about the covert war on hip hop, where he specifically was talking about how the CIA was infiltrating the hip hop industry and the rap industry and also with the conjunction with the prison industry. So that's one of the things that could be talked about. I want to go so far when I want to address that brother's question when he talked about Eminem. It'll be 2 seconds. He's not from the culture. So no matter what his sales may be, it doesn't matter because he's not talking to us. He's talking to his culture. He might utilize our style, but the end result is not in the benefit of our community. It's in the empowerment of his community. So that would make him not a part of the culture. So those styles should have an astra to it. So that would be my retort to that.
Okay. Salute to that. I mean, again, we can't expect people who aren't from our culture to embrace it authentically in the way that we do. Right?
Hey, Chef C, I got this lyric for you here, sir. Yes. This for all the shout out to all of the golden era of hip hop heads out there. Anybody that said, man, it ain't like it was in the 90s. Or the 2000s, whatever. I say BS and AS, before Soldier Boy heads and after Soldier Boy. Yeah. This for y'all, because it say right in here. When did this come out? You're dead wrong. This was from Life After Death. What is it? Dead Wrong. Notorious B.I.G. This is his verse in his song. He said, "When I get dusted." Trigger warning for anybody that's a golden era hip hop head, because you don't listen to it without the beat. When I get dusted, I like to spread the blunt like mustard. Trust it. My hardcore rain leaves you rusted. Move over, Lucifer. There's that pan. I'm more ruthless. Leave you toothless, you kibitz. I'll flip it. Tears don't affect me. I hit them with the tech. G's disrespect me. My potency is deadly. I'm shooting babies. No ifs, ands, or maybes. I hit mummy in the tummy if that hooker playing the dummy. I slit the wrists of the little sister after she sucked the dick. I stabbed her brother with the ice pick. No, it didn't get dark yet. Because he wants me to fuck him from the back, but Smalls don't get down like that. Allegedly, I found your father, but he don't get down. Hey, hold on. He don't get down like that.
Let him cook, Negro.
He don't get down like that. But the next thing that come out of his mouth, pause. Found your father hiding in the room. I fucked him with a broom. That's that Derby's dough shit. Slid him down the back and threw salt in the wound. Who you think you dealing with? Anybody stepping in my path is fucking feeling it. Hardcore, I sucked it like a pussy. Stab you till you're gushy. So please don't push me. I'm using rubber so they won't trace the semen. the black demon got the little hooker screaming because you know he loves it young, fresh, and green with no hair in between. Know what he means? And that's when Eminem gets into the 7 different horses and human sacrifices and cannibalism and candles and exorcisms, animals having sex with him, camels, mammals, and rabbits. And I don't get into that. I kicked the habit just last week, it says. Put the beat on it, them niggas gonna bob their head, cause just like Joe Budden said yesterday, us 90s niggas, we judge a nigga by how he nod his head when the beat come on.
Pause. These niggas, man. These niggas.
I land that mic, man.
Man, easy, Coke. Hold on, y'all. I got to get. Man, you got bestiality. You got you got ped in there, bruh. You got ape in there. You got and of course I'm read between the lines, family. That's tapped in because I'm on YouTube. You know the bullshit. So anyhow, but yeah, this is your 90s rap, particularly from one that remember he was on the rise, and this is why again that's why I said, is it worth the reviving? You know, 90s.
It really is. It really is because the thing is, and this started before the 90s. It started in the late 80s. A certain segment of of people that are calling themselves part of our collective came in and started promoting this degeneracy rap, right? Like if we're giving all the genres a name, there's a degeneracy rap, right? That Uncle Luke took to the highest levels, right? And made
Doodoo Brown
and made Freaknik what it is, right? Because it you know, us coming together as a family wasn't that until certain people came in and introduced that shit. We got to keep it all the way a buck.
Well, you know what? Again, money talks and bullshit walks. And the collective, unfortunately, right now, doesn't believe in prioritizing hip hop or the reclaiming of it in that way. Because you got to put some ends behind this shit. See, industries that we're looking at billions and billions of dollars behind industry agendas. And we don't have that. So again, and even the shaming doesn't do shit in this realm. Okay, we shame Busta Rhymes. They ain't stop Busta Rhymes from eating. We shame Fat Joe. Ain't stop Fat Joe from eating. Fat Joe still running around. Okay.
Well, right. We need to be running them. We need to be running. See, he was out at Mohegan's Sun. See, I wish I would have knew earlier, because I would have mobilized some brothers and sisters that we could have came out there and said, had some signs out there in all black while he's out there at the nightclub, whatever. Like you got to really disrupt the money, like old school ways. You had to really, really put your feet on the ground and have the sign ready at these institutions. Or have the microphone ready. Say, hey, man, you said they're 50-50 on hip hop. What's your thought about it now, Fat Joe? Let's have this conversation right now. I really think that we need to have that type of pressure going on a grassroots level. And one thing about it, I know that he went out to Connecticut is because there's not that many of us that's going to really put the pressure to him like that. That's the reason why they go to the areas that they go to, because they could perpetuate that behavior, and so it won't get challenged. That's more of a reason why we need to be there to address them if you're there and you're from the lineage.
Well, I agree. There's always a chance where you have to confront these folks. However, there are plenty of people who are in the vicinity, but that is as far as it goes, right? So I mean, everybody still got security. So now you got to get past security, and you better, again, this mobilization requires monetary contributions. And again, they know the state of our community, right? At one point, hip hop was used to mobilize our folks, right? It mobilized us progressively and positively. And over time, we see the introduction of degeneracy now being in the forefront. Your lead rappers in that industry right now are females, bust downs, certified bust downs, right? And then your boy, again, let's make it clear, your boy right here, Aubrey, who quote unquote Kang, Mr. Kang, certifying the degeneracy. Shout out, Sexy Red,
He's on vacay.
who's anything but sexy. The chick is not fly at all. Shit annoys me. And then he gets curved by a Ice Spice, who's a bust down New York female, right? Who got lucky. She should have stayed on Dykeman. However, this is what we're looking at here. But I want to switch it up now, gentlemen.
And he got curved by Tila too, the little colorist girl or the colored girl from South Africa. Yeah, you know Negro is all over the streets, man.
Hey, Negro. And he got shot down by that soccer player over there in Europe. I think she played the other switch.
Oh yeah. I'm aware of that too.
He offered her over $100,000 just to go to dinner. Not to fuck. He offered her $100,000 just to go to dinner. And she shot him down. If you ain't the biggest trick on the planet, that guy turned down. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, we finna start giving niggas the Drake Award, not the Trick. No, the Aubrey Award. Like I said, man, we finna start calling that motherfucker Aubrey from now on, man.
Let me make it make sense for you, Twiz. You gotta understand, Drake ain't the biggest simp on record. Y'all, let's make this make sense now. Hold up. Your girl juked Drake, but another dude spent $500,000 on Ice Spice on a date. Some basketball player goofy. $500,000.
Wait, you ain't gonna talk about Diddy having his drug mule and everything? Like, come on, man. The court documents on that. He was paying for her to stay. He was paying her to stay, and Cassie. Two different chicks. Like, come on now. Like, I think this is a degenerate way, and I think that when Kendrick was calling that out, saying that this is a part, he said 12 years in the industry, he sees this type of behavior, so it shows that he may not be a part of that, and he doesn't like that shit. You did.
Hey, I'm with Negro, man. Negro, you think that pale face Diddy's slanging them pills? You think that might have been Drizzy's dealer? You feel me?
Yeah.
These prescriptions need to be filled.
If he's Puffy's dealer, I guarantee you he's a major industry dealer. I guarantee that. You know what I'm saying? I bet you he got ties to a bunch of people. Not only that, I wonder how long he gonna be living, because I know he got the dirt on a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That nigga need to be, he need to be counting his blessings, or he need to be ducking and dodging somewhere. Because I know he got a little black book of clientele who he been giving scripts to for a minute. You know what I'm saying?
I see now when you read that Quiet Scales post right there, the feds is watching. You know they plotting, they twisted. Hip hop police doing interviews. Quiet Scales. I know you up to speed on that. Hip hop feds is doing interviews on black. You can't make this shit up, man.
Well, check this out, family. Again, as of right now, it has been alleged that Jordan Poole is the goofy who dropped 500,000 on a bus down.
Oh yeah, he's a sucker like that for sure. That's why Draymond knocked his ass out. He don't have no credibility. You know what I mean? Not only that, it's a little Twitter thing, Instagram called Riot Comedy. That who riot his ass about that shit. They made his comedy skit about that. So yeah, Jordan Poole, he weaker than a piece of tissue that got wet. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on.
What about that young brother? What about that young brother messing with that Milfy chick? That he pregnant, like this chick is like damn near like 35, 45, and basically when that child turned 18, she's damn near retirement age. She got a retirement check. Drea Michelle or something like that. Yeah, that shit. Yeah. I feel bad for that young brother. She throwing 18 years of shackles on that young brother like that. Like we're staying in the age range with that.
Man, let's bring it back to where it matters though, right? Which is the money of it, right? Because again, Kendrick can't say what he really wants to say because he's bound to a contract, right? And while we don't own our own channels, Drake isn't going to be the last person to cross the line, and the person that's gonna be the last person to cross the line probably hasn't even been born yet. Now just think about that. If we let hold that picture right there. Hold that picture right there. If we let the status quo continue, the current money machine continue, we're going to see this for the next 20 years.
You might as well call it the Adonis effect, the Adonis revenge effect.
Right. Because exactly. Because guess what? Guess what? Adonis is growing up thinking and believing that he is a part of and can speak about in any kind of way Black culture. Think about that.
Kanye West's daughter, she's next. Remember, she's rapping. Like, trust me, brother. The Negro Black Night, we on night watch duty. We see these goofies. We see them.
Hold on, y'all. It's not just in the music though. Isn't the Biden administration allegedly paying one of these Hindustan? I heard that Hindustani have the nerve, that sex worker on the nerve to say, yeah. For some reason, the Biden administration thought, because I'm brown, Black, they wanted me. When Ketanji Brown was elected, they wanted me. They paid me, the Biden administration. Well, one of their people, the third party. Another Stormy Daniels for the Democrats. This little bird.
This thing off my screen.
So we got little Hindustani birds running around and already calling themselves Black. What do we think of that today, Vader? These Hindustanis call themselves Black. It ain't even brown nowhere to select on the damn driver's license or a birth certificate. The Hindustani sex workers are saying that the Biden administration is paying her to speak on the Black experience of Ketanji Brown being elected.
Again, if we don't watch our dollars, people are going to continuously come in and grift off of our culture. Unfortunately, that's part of our culture. And that's the part that we need to breed out, right? We need to get that out of our culture.
And beat that real quick, Brother Vader,
and commit theft.
Well, with that being said, Brother, salute to the over 76 plus in here with us. Well, 70 plus in the building with us. And let's transition to our dollars, family, right now. Let's go where it counts. Brother Vader has created an app, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to see on this screen here. Okay, the Base app. Ladies and gentlemen, talk to him about that Base app, Brother Vader.
Yeah. So let me just close out that last subject and just say this. If we have our own Black businesses and our own Black distribution channels, we don't need to sign white contracts that keep us in this doom loop cycle of people coming into our culture and stealing it and perverting it, right? So, we're proud to introduce this newest feature that we're still beta testing. And my wife coined this phrase. It's called the Black Galvanized Dollar. And what that is as we practice Dr. Claude Anderson's principles of economic defense, right? Which means we're not spending money with people like the Jimmy Iovines and other companies, other corporations that harm us, right? When we avoid spending our money in these places that harm our community and are giving us food that aren't good for our children, right? We now have a method of tracking that and kind of doing a reverse GDP, if you will, on how much have we saved? How much have we reinvested into our communities? And so we have the Black Galvanized Dollar where you as an app user can just go in and just say, hey, you know what? I avoided putting that $30 on Tyson Foods today. I avoided going into that Korean wig shop and spending $200. And we can now have a key performance indicator, right, of us not only recycling our dollars, but keeping our dollars away from people and showing how much we're reinvesting into our community. And it's going to be huge, right? When we just think about the power of how much we're investing into our own community, I mean, it's going to serve as more motivation for us to keep going and to keep doing the right thing. So I'm asking everyone, please support this app, support me creating this app. I'm out here working for free. I'm an out of work cloud infrastructure engineer who's learning how to build UI interfaces for apps, and so I'm building this app. It's running on my. I got to pay bills on my machinery. I got to feed my family. And I'm doing this on a severance check. So you guys got to support this app, or it may not even come to fruition. Please support me. Vader Bass, it's right there on the screen. VADER BASS, bass like the instrument, right? Like think of Ron Carter playing that bass, right? That upright bass. And that bass stands for Black American Service and Supply. That's for us to recycle our black dollars. And one of the things that we're going to exhibit right out the gate is I'm working on a project to front load the database with black farmers. Like our black farmers are in dire trouble right now. I was just trying to look up a database of where are our black farms, and in trying to find that information, I came across some very troubling information. In the 2017 agricultural census, the USDA had black farms at 45,000 farms. I won't even tell you what that's down from in 1910 because it's embarrassing, right? But in 2017, we had 45,000 black farms. When they did that same census 5 years later, that 45,000 farms, it was down to 41,000 farms. So 2022 USDA census went from 45,000 farms to 41,000 farms. Today, if you go to Black Farmers, it's called blackfarmersnetwork.com, you're going to see that we're down to 35,000 farms. So from 2017 to 2024, 7 years, we lost almost 25% of where we can get food that we know is healthy for us. And how do we know that it's healthy for us? Because the president of the Black Farmers Association will tell you that a lot of why black farms are losing their land and going out of business is because they're trying to fight against this legislation where you won't get subsidized. Your farm won't get subsidized unless what? You buy GMO seeds. Just think about that.
Right.
So the government says, unless you buy this fake shit and use this fake shit and prop up these white corporations, we're not going to subsidize your farm. So we'll give welfare to them, ADM and Archer Daniel Richards and all these kind of these big seed companies, Monsanto, right? We'll subsidize them, but we won't subsidize you. We'll let you fucking die. And so we as a people need to be buying our food and supporting black business. We need to be reaching out to black farmers and in any way we can and patroning their farms, right? So right out the gate, I'm working on something that will do something for these black farmers, possibly setting up like black farmers markets where we can go and get our groceries at least semi-regularly and help support these farms that are running out of money and running out of business, right? So support this app. I need your help. Black farmers need your help. Black business needs your help. Support Black American business. Vader Bass. Thank you, Chef, for giving me your platform and allowing me to spread the word.
You already know what type of time it is, Brother Vader. Definitely, y'all feel free to support our brother. Is highly encouraged, and definitely get behind something that is specifically made for you, by you, and holding you down, ladies and gentlemen. The Vader Bass $$VADER Bass, no ESS, family. We definitely also, I want to send a thank you for those who did contribute the last broadcast. I saw a lot of y'all shooting my man some cash apps on the last broadcast. And again, make sure y'all get your information over to Brother Vader, as you will be put on the platform if you have a business, okay? And you'll have some longevity to market your company on that app as he continues to develop it out. Yeah, perpetuity too. So it's on some lifetime joints. So get more details from that brother. Definitely hit him up and definitely keep hitting his cash app to support the program that he's building out. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, again, y'all know like how I get down, family. I always like to give you some nigga shit with some value. Okay. And this is what I call value, aka real shit. Salute to
Hey,
my
brother
sister.
Chef.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I see this. Shout out to the No Cap crew, all of the family coming in here. Salute to my sister, Elevated Minded, coming through. Gunshot for Elevated. Salute. Welcome to the community kitchen. Now, y'all, again, you know, peace to everybody. That is a phenomenal app, first of its kind. You know, that technology is going to belong in our community, stay in our community as long as we can get behind our brother. This is what it's all about, right? Brother Vader, also drop in the chat your email, right? Drop in that chat your email. Anybody that has any other ideas about the app, definitely reach out to him, because he's, as I said, he's still building and adding more things into this app. So, you know, it's good to get on the ground level with this brother. Salute to the over 80 plus of y'all tapped in with us right now. So I'm going to get ready to shut this down because I got things I got to do, family. But
Hey, brother Chef.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, man. I gotta let Vader know. Vader, unfortunately, I say that we needed this app 100 years ago for that great New Deal. But as Mama used to say, man, best time to plant a sweet potatoes 100 years ago. Second best time is today. You know, there's this agency is an AAA. Me and my pop were doing some research on that because I said, you know, we see the housing projects and how they was made for Becky and that. Don't never forget, family, that New Deal was not just a deal. It was about 3,000 executive orders over decades of time. They just kept, and insurances on the mortgages. Let's create mortgages because these white folk is afraid to be around black people. We done gave them housing projects and that bitch done ran up in the woods talking about I want a mortgage and build me a house. Milk goes out there on Tuesdays. Milk goes out there on Tuesdays, but I always wondered now in the South, how did they treat the sharecrop? Because sharecropping was still going on around then. They did it exactly just like Vader said, y'all, because this welfare package for the white fragility had to be implemented across the country. Don't let that, oh, this urban and that's rural. Don't let that fool you to say section 1 through 7. We focus on 8. Section 1 through 7 was making sure that those farmers down there, that some of our lineages, I can't speak for anybody but myself, some of those lineages that were sharecropping, when you on a farm, that New Deal came about, and say that Pink Toe had 100 acres and 10 of them was being sharecropped on. They would, as my pop said, Chef, you mean they paid these farmers to not farm? They paid these farmers to squeeze out the sharecroppers, and they would give them lifetime loans on this extra now 90 acres of land. You could get the home equity or the farm equity loan, and now you got your cranes and your tools and your John Deere's pop up out of there. All that by not growing crops. I remember my pop said, hey, man, you getting paid to not farm. That sounds just like welfare to me. That's how they did it. Vader, I know you tapped into that, so support this app. They needed this app back then when they was squeezing out the sharecroppers. We didn't even know who was the black farmer, who was farming who and what. They was getting paid to not fucking farm.
That's a fact. That's
the caucasity, Chef. I had
right. The quote unquote shared cropping. Get the fuck. Anyhow, I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna go to Brother Coke Sharpton. You got the last. We gonna get ready to get up out of here. So, Brother Coke, you got.
Oh, don't forget about the Negro.
That's my last sweet potato. I'll you put the Negro.
Hey, Negro, don't. You know I ain't gonna forget about you, man. Come on, man. Brother.
Hey,
Coke, you got
my last word is what I said to Vader. Best time to plant a sweet potato was 100 years ago. Second best time is today.
That's a fact. Salute to my nigga, Coach.
Thank you for that. I agree with you.
Let me go to who else I need to go in here. Let me go. Matter of fact, let me go to the Negro in here right now. Salute to the brother.
Hey, I want to say thank you, brother Chef, for bringing this topic because I was jealous last time that you guys were talking about the Drake thing, and I missed it because I was out there acting up on X. But I'm glad I was here to catch it, to really chop it up with you guys, and definitely talk about some of the things that I had underneath my hat that I want to talk about pertaining to this Drake tobacco. But on a much more serious note, family, we're trying to get this bad time production out the paint. We need people to sign the sign the petition that's on change.org. When we win that case, you guys will get rewarded for the support of the advocacy of the removal of this project. So please support our institutions that are fighting for us, because we're very, very interested in getting this project out of circulation.
Okay, well, brother Negro, let them know how they can get a hold of you, brother Negro.
Yes, yeah. Oh, heads up. They shut down my the Negro Black Knights Heritage Club main page, but we still have our Twitter one up. We're on Fanbase. We're on Discord. If you can go, if you guys have X, we can go to the Negro Black Knights Heritage Club. It goes by our abbreviations, which is TNBKHC. And you can do the @ and then it goes to the underscores Negroes. Just click on that. It'll lead you to our page, and you click the link, and it'll lead you to all the information, other places where we're at. So, but please, you guys we have to protect ourselves and to defend ourselves, and we have to do that righteously, and because nobody's not going to come here and defend our interests. We have to show interest in our own interests first before we start asking for anybody else for help.
That's a fact. Salute to the brother Negro, ladies and gentlemen. Brother Negro, if you can, drop your email. Anybody want to reach out to you, inquire a little bit more about that, drop your email in the chat, brother Negro. Let me go to my brother Twiz, the West Coast bully. Brother Twiz, let them know how they can get a hold of you, how they can do business with you, man. You got the real estate business popping off. Let them know what's popping over there, man.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Last but not least, it's your player pocket, Mac motherfucking Twizzle, official as referee's whistle. You understand? Hey, I just want everybody to help support my brother Vader and his Vader based app, because this is something that we've always talked about, like a Green Book app to where we can network. And like one of the ladies asked in here, in this app, you will be able to trace Black farmers in your area, in your county, and in your state. It's just a process that we're building. Mind you, we're just now getting it started. So there's going to be a lot of bridges that we cross. We're just marking them as we go. So yeah, just help support this and get this off the ground, because this is something that we're all going to need, and we're all going to be able to utilize, because this is something that's going to help us all be able to network. You can find me at my handle right here, Blackfire Capital LLC. I'm a real estate investor. I purchase and specialize in off-market property, especially the ugly houses, the beat-up houses, and the boarded-up ones. If you see one, let me know. There's something in it for me, something in it for you, So, hey, y'all, happy Sunday, man. Have a good one. And, hey, Chef C, to all the brothers in here, man, it's a privilege and honor to participate and on their next podcast, because it's real men in here, grown men and straight gentlemen. We've been growing from this, and we all thriving from this. So let's keep this shit going, man. You got my support, everybody. So, hey, peace.
Salute to my brother Twiz. I appreciate you always, Twiz. You know what type of time it is, man. Let me go to my brother Vader. Brother Vader, your last closing words, and again, just reinforce how they can get a hold of you in case they want to contribute to this phenomenal app in whatever way they deem necessary or possible. So you got the floor.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Twiz. Thank you for saying what you said. Shout out to you, brother Chef, for supporting, as well as Negro Knights. Shout out to people in the chat that have been supporting. Star, your money has been appreciated, and so Vader Base on Cash App, $ Vader Bass BASS. Like, think of the instrument. And I just want to say this. This is not about just feeding me and my family. I may make it seem like that, because we got to keep our company. We got to get to that. I won't say finish line. We got to get to the starting line where we launch the app and everyone can use it, and then it becomes useful to the community. This is about us getting to that point. This is about us getting to the point where we don't need outsiders to get us to where we're supposed to go, right? This is about us being independent and self-sustained and self-sufficient, right? This is about us recycling our Black dollars, patroning our Black businesses. This is about Black businesses being vertically integrated Black so that we control our destiny. There was a tweet the other day about the Black community being bankrupt by 2050, having $0. And if we really have $2 trillion that we're spending every year, imagine if instead of spending that out of the community, we put that in our community and we recycle our Black dollars. That means that we are putting $2 trillion a year into our community. We can only do that if we buy Black. We can only do that if we support Black businesses. We can only do that if we use this app. So that's the importance of this. And so that instead of being at $0 by 2050, we're going to have $50 trillion by 2050. And I'm not making these numbers up. These are numbers that you can Google. And you have to use your imagination and your idealism and the dream of us doing that, right? So if we spend if we take our 2 trillion spending power, spend it on ourselves, that means that we have infused $50 trillion into our own community ourselves. That's $1 million for every Black American alive today. Think about that. That's our power. We can pay ourselves, but it only begins with us getting to the place where we can use this app. So please help me get there. Thank you.
Salute to my brother Vader. Everybody that has contributed to this, brother, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. And we appreciate all the support on the platform from various places. So salute to everybody that's new. Salute to everybody that's been day mother one with Chef C over here. So I support and appreciate all of y'all for coming through. Let me give a shout out to my brother Nico in the building. Matter of fact, pardon me, brother Nico. You need a louder sound, brother. Salute to Nico. Ladies and gentlemen. But again, I want to thank everybody for joining us here today. There you have it, is the Base app, ladies and gentlemen. And, in a situation such as this, ladies and gentlemen, we are always looking to elevate ourselves. Yes, we got to give you the nigga shit because that's just the way shit is. However, the priority is to always follow with real shit and value. And we believe that we provided value here today. So as usual, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for joining me here today. And as always, remember, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. My name is Chef C, and I'm out.